the demo ride. The people sit on some, you've directed them, you've pre-selected a few saddles from your inventory, you've had them sit on them, you've picked it, they've selected, you know, hopefully a couple of saddles that they'd like to try. And because everything feels different once you start adding that element of motion. Now this is where a lot of sales just disappear because of a number of reasons. Sometimes it's the trainer who doesn't like that. You know, they want, you know, a certain something that they like. That doesn't mean that their customer likes, you know. But your job is to sell to the customer and to what they need. Not what you have, not what you like, but what they need. And so at the demo ride, how many of you are saddle fitters? Okay, so there's, and I don't mean necessarily certified, but somebody competent and comfortable with evaluating saddle fit. Okay, there's, you know, if you're not, you should be fit to the horse. I mean, so okay, if you can, you should go to the demo ride with your customer. Make sure that they balance correctly. You might bring along something like this that they might need, and you know, use it. And if you're not there, make sure they understand how to use this. That they need to. Their horse is not built like this horse. They may not need this, or they might need more. So make sure they understand the process and why you're doing that, and so that they can replicate it and get the balance thing. That's why I want you to know about the balance and how to achieve it. Where's the working center? Blah blah blah. You know, because that needs to be replicated on the horse. Now, when they're riding, at that point, oh, let me back up again. Make sure when it goes on the horse has enough back. That there's that 18th rib, that you should not go much past that, or you're going to be on the kidneys. And it's not a problem when you're talking about a 17-inch or 17.5-inch saddle, but when you start talking 18.5, 19.5-inch saddles, some horses don't have enough back to carry a saddle of that size. And so you have to find the usable back. And this horse, we're going to pretend it has a shoulder here. And it sits on the horse something like my hand is here. Can everybody see that? Mm-hmm. And when the horse reaches forward with his foreleg, that rotates back. Okay, and you have to allow room for that to rotate back. So while the horse is standing, you want to put 4 fingers behind it before you start putting the saddle on it. Okay? So that the saddle, the hard part of the saddle, I'm not worried about the flaps, they're soft and floppy, but the hard part of the saddle should be those 4 fingers behind, and that's where the points of the tree are. And if you can find the points, you see this sort of cup-shaped area, and inside it's hard. That's the point of the tree. That's this place. This way, this place. And that, the shoulder should not be hitting that. So you want to allow this 4 fingers for that shoulder to rotate. Okay, and then you need to, back here, if it's a thin horse, you can see where the ribs are. We don't have that many thin horses. Just like we don't have that many thin people. But you can find out where the rib is, the last rib. I have to do it on this side, because I'm trying to do it backwards, and I lose. The hair on the horse grows down, and it comes down this way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Am I blocking you, Karen?
No, go ahead. You're fine.
So there's the hair growth. It forms a V down here somewhere. You follow that V up, and that's about where that last rib is.
Huh.
Just about there. You might vary a little bit, you know, but it will put you in, you get an idea where it is. So now your saddle has to fit between this place up here, 4 fingers back from the shoulder, and that last rib. Now, if a little bit goes over, like this one might, let's say if it was here, and it fits the rider, I wouldn't worry too much about it because not much of this is supporting weight. Your weight is going to be here. And it's not a lot of weight back here. But it shouldn't go more than an inch or so. And if it does, you're on that horse's kidneys. That's not a good thing. And you should be looking for a saddle that's more compact. Some panels are made smaller, shorter. And that's what you would be looking for. Yeah.
So you're basically concerned in the length part is where your seat is ending and where the weight is going to be bearing. Because I'm thinking in terms of Western saddles, they got a long freaking skirt hanging out the back.
Yeah, they got a lot more.
But you're not sitting on that spot either, so there's not like a weight factor.
I don't know enough about Western saddles.
Most of them still put downward pressure.
They do,
yes.
With the exception of Tucker that has a convex tray.
Yeah, kind of
So that goes up, so it's they fit more like.
All I can say is that the Western saddle has so much more bearing surface that the amount of pounds per square inch is less because it's spread out over more.
Okay.
Than an English saddle, who is just a very limited amount of square inches of bearing surface. And so I really don't know much about Western saddles, but that would be my theory, is that because of the so much more bearing surface that it's,
Western and short-backed horses is a challenge.
It is. Not everybody has the perfect conformation of their horse, and they love that horse, and they want to treat that horse well. And, okay, this brings me to another situation. What about the person who perhaps is plus size, a good sized rider? They love this little Morgan that they have had since they were a child, or whatever, and they dearly care about this horse. They no longer fit that horse. To have a saddle.
And we get to be the bearers of bad tidings.
Sometimes you do have to be the bearer of bad news. This horse is too small for you.
A third of my customers would come back.
So, just jump forward to, if you can't be there, what's the next best scenario when you're sending saddles out to say, here are the ways to adjust it, here are our suggestions on how to fit.
Yeah, you're off. Yeah, and you want to make sure they understand about the balance, and that it the fit lengthwise, and have them take pictures. Have a friend take pictures of them on the saddle. This is helpful.
I have people email me naked photos. Now and I always tell them not the rider naked, please.
Naked horse.
But I need to see the horse.
Exactly.
From his ears to his feet, because a lot of people take a close-up.
Oh, and you can't tell.
And you can't see anything.
Yeah.
And I say I need a naked horse. And then I need
where that shoulder
to see,
is, and ribs,
and then
hips,
you put the saddle on, do it as I had suggested on how to fit it. And then you can put the rider in the saddle, but don't take an up-close shot. Stand back, because I can always zoom in. And I have them do each side, and then standing, I tell them to put the horse's nose in their belly button, take a giant step back and a giant step to the side, and shoot toward the wither, so I can see how the head and neck tie in. And you can see kind of fit there, and then I have
directly
them,
from the side.
Yep, and with the rider on, and then I have them take the saddle off and look at the sweat mark as well. But email is a wonderful
Isn't
thing.
it amazing?
Because I can be in the store working on a saddle fitting in my store with someone, and somebody on the phone calls because they're in their barn fitting, and you can say you need to. Now I do a lot of Western saddles as well, and there's all these different rigging options.
Yeah.
So you have 6 different rigging options as well. So it's like change the rigging option from this to this to this. With English saddles, sometimes it's the billet placement if it's a close contact
Yeah.
or an all-purpose.
Yeah, you bring up a good point, Karen. Just now you reminded me, I didn't talk at all about billet placement.
And you may have to do that a different day.
Yes, I might have to, but I invite you all to stop at our booth and I can go over
So
anything.
This was excellent.
much. This is excellent. I hate to cut you short, but I don't want to get,
Yeah.
longer next time.
yes, I'll make it longer, and then we could even maybe begin tomorrow morning after the meeting if you have any time.
And you can always stop by our booth.
Stop by
and
the
we can-
booth,
And we
yes.
can explain further, and there's a whole other end of things, fitting the horse.
We
which
love
I-
it. Thank you
which,
so much. It was incredible, and I know there's so much more because I know you. There's so much more.
There's volumes of information that I can't
It's
get
awesome.
to fit into a
But
half
thank
an
you.
hour.
So I guess now we have to run and
Yeah.
spend some money.
Yeah. Stop at our
At your
booth.
booth.
Should we be looking for like online courses? Anything you could recommend like that that would really highlight all of, as a review? I mean, this is
Well,
incredible. I mean,
What I
Very,
have, what
very
we have on our website
Yes.
is we have the fitting guide for the horse.
okay,
And soon, because I've been creating this and you're the first to get it in its entirety, there will be on our website a brochure, multi-pages, fitting the rider. So it'll be on our website soon, so keep checking it.
okay.
And what I would love to do is, we have a blog as well, and to make comments, ask questions, and I will reply, and we have a give and take going with the blog. And then you could do that in the middle of the night,
When something occurs to you.
when it occurs to you, yeah, and then we're not open at that, but I can reply the next day or something, so.
You should do little short snippet YouTube
Very
videos
good.
of yourself
I
discussing
would love
like
to.
one tiny little aspect, like today for 5 minutes we're gonna talk about this one's fun.
Good point, yeah, and I would love to do that, and eventually we'll get to it,
Very informative, thank you.
I'm glad
Very
that it was
good.
helpful. So go out there and sell saddles now. And when you can get your customer to find the right one for them without trying thousands of saddles. They're gonna come back and they're gonna spread the word that you know what you're doing.
Thank you.